Now, given a choice between gaming or making yet another video for the nth time explaining how you're all ignorant little shits, it's no contest. Gaming is going to win. In fact, after I'm done this video, I got a game waiting for me. But I was inspired. I was recently inspired because a friend of mine had recommended a video by Red Letter Media where they're doing a review of The Acolyte and how they're calling out both sides of the toxic fan base or whatever, right? Now, I haven't seen a Red Letter Media video in a while. I went, you know what? I'll give it a shot, see what they have to say. I don't make it, well, I made it to about, a 5-minute mark, and I was done. I was done because around the 5-minute mark, Rich Evans goes, I apologize if I'm paraphrasing and I don't get it exactly right. He goes, the quality of filmmaking is what's important when reviewing a movie. Like when reviewing a movie, the quality of filmmaking is what it should be about. Politics is irrelevant when reviewing a movie. As soon as I heard that, I had to stop the video and I'm just laughing. I'm just laughing out loud. Now, let me make this clear. I am in no way challenging anything Rich Evans just said because I agree with him. He's right. When reviewing a movie, it should be all about the quality of filmmaking. And that politics has nothing to do with it. But I heard him say that and I'm going, Rich, have you been living under a rock for the last 10 years? Have you not gone online? Because the quality of filmmaking hasn't mattered in about you ignorant little shits haven't given a rat's ass about the quality of filmmaking for about a decade, if not longer. You're the same ignorant little shits that made Avatar, The Way of Water, $2 billion. Why? Because of the quality of filmmaking? Because of how good the story and plot were? No. Because Avatar, The Way of Water is the only movie I can think of that is actually a filler movie where the ending of the movie invalidated the movie. Everything that happened in that movie, the ending of that movie went, yeah, you know what? You know the last 2 hours we just watched? It was irrelevant. That doesn't mean anything. We're ignoring it. You made Avatar, The Way of Water, $2 billion, not because of the quality of filmmaking, not because of the story or the plot or the characters. You made it $2 billion because it looked pretty. Because that's what you give a shit about. You don't give a shit about the quality of filmmaking. The Furiosa movie. You're the same ignorant little shits that saw Mad Max Fury. I love this. This is how full of shit and useless you guys all are. You were the same idiots that when Mad Max Fury Road came out, could not stop praising and talking about how great it was. And saying, Hollywood, make more of these. Make these kind of movies. These are the movies we want. Make a Furiosa movie. We'll watch it. So Hollywood made a Furiosa movie. You all watched it. And you want to know what you ignorant little shit said? Who asked for this movie? You did, you fuckers. Those of you who are complaining, who asked for this movie, are the same ones that asked for the movie in the goddamn first place. That's how fucking useless you guys are. You're the same ignorant shits that made the Fast and Furious franchise a multi-billion-dollar IP. Why? Because of the quality of filmmaking? No. You don't give a shit about the quality of filmmaking. Oh, speaking of asking who asked for this movie, which one of you fuckers asked for the Barbie movie, huh? Which one of you? You're the same people that went, you know what? We're sick and tired of Hollywood banking on nostalgia type movies. We're tired of Hollywood making movies that are, written by committee, making these shallow, empty movies that are just money grabs. And then what does Hollywood do? Releases the Barbie movie, which is all of those things that you've been complaining about. And what do? You went, that's what we want. And you made it over $1 billion. Why? Because of the quality of filmmaking of the goddamn Barbie movie? No, because it was an empty, shallow, superficial, nothing movie. Because that's what you want. That's what you care about. You're the same ignorant little shits that will actually base how good a Star Wars project is, whether it's a movie or a TV show, based on how much you like the lightsaber fight. You will sit through a shitty ass Star Wars movie, but as long as you or a shitty ass Star Wars TV show, but as long as it had a great lightsaber fight, you will go, oh, at least it wasn't a waste. Because that's what you care about. You will sit through a shitty Star Wars movie or TV show, but as long as it has a decent lightsaber fight, you're good. You don't give a shit about the quality of filmmaking. And what makes it even more hilarious, is that you same ignorant shits are when for those of you who watched that video and Rich Evans said, oh yeah, it's all about the quality of filmmaking. You went, yeah, you're right, Rich. This is what, you are the same hypocritical bullshit artists who don't even give a shit about the quality of filmmaking, but you're pretending you give a shit. So Superman, the upcoming Superman movie. You ignorant little shits are actually basing how good or how bad the movie is going to be based on the goddamn costume. If you guys were being ironic, or you were being shit disturbers, or you were just trolling, I get it. In fact, I would participate. But the reason I can't participate is because you are genuinely basing the failure or success of this upcoming Superman movie based on the goddamn costume. It's not like there's actual leaks of the plot or the story. There's no script. There's no leak of the script. So there's nothing of that sort is what you're basing the failure or success of this movie on. You are literally basing it off of the goddamn costume, because all you give a shit about is the superficial, vapid, meaningless nothing of the movie. You are literally going, this upcoming Superman movie is going to suck, not because of the script, not because of the story, not because of the plot, not because of the acting, but because Henry Cavill's not Superman. That's it. That's what you're basing it on. Or the reason the upcoming Superman movie is going to suck is because it's not directed by Zack Snyder. That's what you're basing it on. That's what you were basing this upcoming movie going to suck, because Zack Snyder didn't direct it, because Henry Cavill's not the Superman. But then on the other end, you got those of you who are going, this movie is going to be amazing because James Gunn is directing it. Okay, look, I'm not saying that the upcoming movie is going to suck because James Gunn is directing it. I'm still going to give it a shot. I give every comic book movie a shot. And if it works, it works. And if it's great, it's great. I will give him his credit and I will give him his due. But again, I will try and do this again. I just want to warn all of you James Gunn fanboys. The reason when he did the Suicide Squad movie and he did Guardians of the Galaxy, he made those movies for the casuals, for the non-superhero fans. And all of you who are fans of James Gunn, guess what? That's what you were when those movies came out. And that is who and you were the target audience those movies were geared towards. Here's the problem. You are now comic book fans. But the problem is James Gunn is going to take that upcoming Superman movie and is going to target the casuals and non-comic book fans, which you are not a part of anymore. You are no longer the target audience that he's going to be making this movie for. I'm not saying it's going to suck. I'm just saying be prepared to be disappointed. But this is the issue, is that you have, name me a movie that you guys actually liked based on the quality of filmmaking. You can't, because you don't give a shit about the quality of filmmaking. You don't give a damn about story or plot or cohesion or it making sense or it working. You don't give a rat's ass. And then we have Rich Evans going, politics should have nothing to do with making a review. And again, I couldn't help but laugh. And I'm going, Rich, have you not been on the internet for the last couple of years? Because that is all it's about. You have hundreds, if not thousands, if not tens of thousands of grifting YouTubers whose entire career is based off of the politics in their reviews. That there are a dozen ways a movie can suck, but there is only one way a movie can suck that you can build a career on, and that is pointing out how woke it is. And the reason you can make a career, and the reason these grifting bullshit artists can make a career just calling out the politics of these movies is because they have enough of an audience that is all they care about. Okay? It's not just that these grifting YouTubers are just pointing out the politics of these movies. It's the fact that they have a huge audience because you ignorant little shits, that's all you care about is the politics of the movie. You don't give a shit about the quality of filmmaking because, and this is why it's kind of hilarious because again, I'm agreeing with Rich Evans. He's not wrong. He's right. But I don't understand how you can make that statement and not have seen what is going on in movie reviews in the last 10 years. Because it's all about the politics. That's what you ignorant shits want. You ignorant little shits want to be pandered to. I bet you, I'm just thinking about this. I could make a pre-movie review of the Superman movie. I could make a review today. And I could literally just use all of the talking points. I could make two reviews right now. I could make two pre-movie reviews of the Superman movie. One praising the shit out of it, and one pointing out how crappy it is. And all I have to do is just hit the talking points that those of you who don't like the movie, I have to talk about. And those of you who do like the movie, I just gotta talk about the talking points that you like about the movie. Because all you ignorant shits care about is being pandered to. Because if you like a movie, you will watch reviews that, praise the movie so that that review can justify you liking the movie. And you'll ignore the reviews that trash the movie. And it's the same thing for those of you that hate a movie. If you hate a movie, you'll just watch reviews that trash the movie so that you can reinforce your preconceived notion of the movie. And if any reviewer is praising the movie, you'll just ignore them and you'll call them it. You ignorant little shits are so about being pandered to that you'll have a reviewer, and if that reviewer, let's say you like a movie, you'll go to a reviewer and he'll praise that movie. And you'll go, oh my God, this reviewer gets it. He understands. He's amazing. He knows what he's talking about. But then another movie comes out that you like, but the reviewer hates, and the reviewer trashes it. You will call that exact same reviewer, who in the last review he did, you will call him amazing. He knows what he's talking about. But as soon as that same reviewer trashes a movie you do like, you'll go, oh, this reviewer is an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's a shell, anything. Because you don't give a shit about a genuine review of the movie. You don't give a shit. You never have. All you ignorant shits care about is being not only, here's the other thing. It's not just you like being pandered to. Because I thought that's what it was. I thought that's all it was. But I was thinking about it and I'm going, it's even more pathetic than that. There are so many of you ignorant little shits that go to your grifting bullshit artist reviewer or commentator of choice, is that you'll watch a movie or a TV show and you won't actually know if you're supposed to like it or not until you watch your grifting bullshit artist of choice and he lets you know if you're supposed to like it or not. You don't even have the mental capacity to actually choose on your own and decide for yourself if you like or don't like a movie, because you are more interested in being part of the pack mentality or the hive mentality that your own individual opinion is irrelevant to yourself. You will watch a TV show, because again, I can use The Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, Andor, Obi-Wan Kenobi, those shows. I will guarantee that there are a lot of you ignorant little shits that after you watch the first episode, you didn't know if you were supposed to like it or not until you went to go see your grifting bullshit artist reviewer of choice and find out what he thought of it and what your pack thought of it and what your circle thought of it. Same thing with Guardians of the Galaxy, both Suicide Squad movies, any movie. The Patterson Batman movie, anything. Morbius, well, maybe not Morbius because everybody, but there are a lot of TV shows and movies I can guarantee you did not know if you were supposed to like or not like until you found out what the pack mentality was of your circle. And then once you found out what the viewpoint was of your circle, that's the mentality you had for that show. Because you don't have this is why I call you ignorant little shits. You don't have the mental capacity to actually come up with a viewpoint of your own. Hold on, give me a second. I'm thinking. Like, I can prove it. I'll bet you. Like I said, I could make reviews just doing the point because, again, all you guys care about is being pandered. I could do that with any movie. I'll bet you any money I could do that with. The fact that you ignorant shits all care about the superficial stuff and all you care about is being pandered to. I've been ranting about that and how useless you are, and that making the videos I do, trying to point out the actual problems with the movies are irrelevant. Why not just embrace the fact that you're pandering ignorant little shits? Like, why not just take the Furiosa movie? Why should I be restricted to making one video pointing out what I thought of it? Screw that. Why don't I just make 2 videos? I'll make one video reviewing the movie, praising the shit out of it, so that all of you who liked the movie can watch that video and I can justify you liking the movie. And then at the same time, make another video trashing the movie so I can pander to all you ignorant shits who didn't like the movie and get your views. Like, seriously, why? No, seriously, that's a damn good idea. Since it's common knowledge and since it's basically understood, all you ignorant little shits care about is being pandered to. Instead of fighting, like again, like with what Rich Evans said, instead of fighting against you pandering little shits and wanting to be pandered to, and trying to be legitimate and being authentic, because none of you actually give a shit about that. Just embrace that you're all pandering little shits and just make multiple videos pandering. Like, I can make one video talking about how great it is, make another video talking about how shitty it is, make another video about how woke it is. I could also make another video like what's that guy's name? Jeffrey Johns, where it's just like this problem nothing review, just to like the general audience who don't know whether they like the movie or not anyway. Like why should I be restricted to just making one video trying to target one audience when I can make multiple videos, making multiple reviews, targeting all of you, as many of you pandering little shits as possible? That's not a bad idea. For those of you who actually got this far in the video, in the comments, let me know what you think. I might actually start doing reviews again. But again, it's not going to be actual legitimate reviews of the movie, because the majority of you don't give a shit. The majority of you only care about being pandered to. So fuck it, just play the game. It also, it could even work as a social experiment to see which, instead of releasing them one at a time, like instead of making one video and then releasing it, then making another one, make all 3 videos at the exact same time, post them all at once, and see what happens. And what I could do is, in the beginning of the video in which I praise the movie, I can go, oh, by the way, in case you hated the movie, don't worry, I have another video review trashing it. So if you want to watch that, go ahead. And then and at the beginning of the video in which I trash the movie, I go, in case you liked the movie, I got another video praising it, so you can go watch that one. It's literally going to be a review simply pointing out and calling out how full of shit you all are. This video was a little bit more productive than I expected. Holy shit. Like I can, like I could have it, and I could literally just go, basically have the exact same thumbnail, but I go, this movie sucks. This movie's amazing, or this movie exists, and I can, or this movie's woke, again, the exact same movie, the exact same thumbnail. I just changed the wording on it. And then when anybody complains, I'm going to go, why? I just pandering to you little shits like you wanted to. What are you complaining about? Now, the intelligent one, now those of you who are intelligent, you'll actually figure it out, so you won't be, like for those of you who actually have brain cells, will realize that it's me calling out and me pointing out the hypocrisy and the pandering elements of the various groups. So you guys won't get upset because you'll understand the joke. It's the ones that won't understand. It's the ignorant shits that won't understand that I'm calling them out on the fact that they're ignorant shits and pandering. Those are the ones that are going to get upset. So in the end, it's a win-win situation. Mind you, you won't actually know what I legitimately think of the movie, but I don't know, man. That sounds like a good idea. And you know what the weird part is? I was just thinking, I don't even have to watch the movie. I'll bet you I can even do these reviews without watching the movie, because all I got to do is just watch reviews of the movie, get the bullet points of what's going on, talk about the plot of the movie and the story of the movie to pad the time, talk about the actors. I bet you I could do it. I bet you I could do it without actually even watching Furiosa. I bet you I can make videos praising it and trashing it just by watching a couple of other movie reviews to just get, I could pull this off. Because it's not like you ignorant shits care about the actual quality of the review. All you care about is tell me what I want to hear. Tell me how amazing it is. Tell me how great the acting was. Tell me how great the story was. Or tell me how lousy the story was or how pathetic. I don't even have to give examples. All I got to do is just say it sucks. And that's good enough for you. It's the same thing with the woke. But then again, that won't be that hard because I can just go to these grifting bullshit artists and they'll tell you and they'll explain what's woke. Actually, the funny thing is, one of the great things about how woke works now, because, it's not exactly what it means, but that's a whole other discussion. But the way woke works, you can make it, you can make whatever you want to be considered woke. Like I could literally, like if I wanted to review Mad Max Fury Road, I could call it out as woke because it reduced the main character as a secondary role. Even though that has nothing to do with it being woke. Like it's not a woke movie, but I can just simply call out what I want to call out as woke. I think I could do this. Anyway, in the comments, let me know what you think. But yeah, I'm sorry, Rich. I get Rich Evans. I agree with what you say. You're absolutely 100% correct. But there's no way you can make that statement, those two statements, and not see that is exactly what the ignorant shits out there want. That's exactly what they want. They don't give a shit about the quality of filmmaking. It hasn't been an issue, or it hasn't been anything important or relevant for at least a decade. And they absolutely care about, again, you would not have these hundreds, if not thousands, of grifting YouTubers. They would not have a career unless you had enough ignorant little shits who went to them as an audience to make them as popular as they are. Because again, social media is literally like the foundation of social media is being full of shit. They're all bullshit artists. It's just you got to find the target audience that wants to hear the bullshit that you're talking about. So instead of bitching about it, just embrace it and just capitalize on it. Anyway, I something to think about. I did not expect this when I started making this video. I did not expect this. I just literally had a foundation on wanting to rant and bitch about, and this kind of was, and Rich Evans saying what he said was kind of like the trigger for it. This might work. I gotta try it out. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. I got a game waiting for me. I'm out of here. See ya.